Greetings, this is Carrie at HolisticPsychic.com in Sedona, Arizona. Welcome back to another episode of Channeled Insights. In this video, I'm sharing Channeled Insights for the month of July 2020. And so let's get started. Okay, welcome back, and if you're new to this channel and you'd like to get more free content that supports your journey in spiritual awakening, take a moment to hit the subscribe button right now and the bell so that you're the first to receive updates as to my most recent uploads. Okay, so as I've been taking time, as usual, monthly to tap into the collective soul, which is the higher self aspect of the collective consciousness, the messages that are coming through for July are all about 5D consciousness, which is soul-centered identity, unity consciousness, coming from the heart, and being guided by our intuition. Now, this is a theme that's been sort of interweaving throughout the past few months, and it seems to be picking up momentum. It's gaining strength. There's very strong messages around the importance of really relying on your own intuitive guidance to navigate through the times that we're in right now, which we're going to talk a little bit more about as the video progresses. So be sure to stay tuned till the end for insight on that. Okay, so one of the messages that I've been getting is about the fact that on the lower astral planes, we are having a lot of energetic turbulence happening right now, right? So with everything that's happening in the world on multiple levels, it is obviously instigating or triggering lower vibrational frequencies: fear, worry, concern, anxiety, depression. That whole spectrum of energies is being triggered in the collective right now on the mindset level. And so this is creating like an astral turbulence that's happening. And the way to work around that is to think of flying above it. Rather than being stuck in sort of the 3D aspect of things, which is being tricked into believing in sort of gloom and doom right now, you got to rise above it, shift into the soul level of yourself, soul-centered consciousness, unity awareness, leading from the heart is going to support you in rising above the astral turbulence that's happening energetically and shift into more of that 5D consciousness, that 5D frequency. Now, on a grander level, this is connected to a very real frequency shift, frequency elevation that is happening right now in the world. And many of us have already been aware of this for years and years and years, but the time is coming where it's way more intense. There's definitely a call to action that's happening right now. This is a wake-up call for humanity. Many of us are heeding that call, and a lot of other people want to heed the call, but are feeling scared or afraid or don't know how to rise above. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing additional insights that I've tapped into that are going to support those of you who don't know how to make the shift to make the shift. So the first thing that we can do is remember that our angels are near. I'm having visions of literally legions of angels are drawing close right now, ready to support us. All we have to do is remember to ask. Remember to ask your angels, your guides, God, spirit, universe, cosmic consciousness, whatever you tap into. Remember to stay tapped in along those lines for yourself. Remember to ask for guidance. Intend to receive higher guidance. Ask for guidance from the higher planes to be transmitted into your awareness. That's what I do in my life. I ask for guidance to be transmitted into my awareness field, into my aura, into my mind, into my heart, into my emotional body, my mental body, my spiritual body. and then I ask for the awareness to receive it and the courage and the strength to follow it. So this is what I practice in my own life to keep me on flying above the turbulence, and it's a really good practice for you all to do as well. So there's a strong message that's been weaving throughout the theme of the past few months, and it seems to be gaining momentum and strength around spiritual self-reliance, self-awakening, self-sourcing. This means that we are being asked, almost as a spiritual initiation, a rite of passage spiritually, we are being asked to self-source. That means that we're relying on our own inner guidance, our true silent knowing, to be what is guiding us and motivating us and compelling us forward. Now remember, there's a huge difference between intuitive guidance and your own personal thoughts. You can refer to some of the other videos on this channel. I'll link some up here to, go down the rabbit hole of that and learn more about how to access your inner guidance. But in this video, I just want to share the message that this is for sure a very strong message that's coming through. Spiritual self-reliance, relying on your own inner guidance to be what's compelling you forward right now. It's especially important because there's so much fear being propagated through the media right now, and we need to use our own sense of discernment to sense and feel what is true for us, what pertains to us, what's not true for us, what does not pertain to us, using that inner source of silent knowing, our soul wisdom, to be what is navigating us forward in life. It's all about mindset right now, okay? So we are in big times of change right now, which ultimately is serving as a catalyst for an elevation of consciousness throughout humanity. Okay, so we have to remember that. We don't want to get so stuck in the challenges that are presented within the processes that we're forgetting the bigger picture of what it's serving. So remember that everything that's happening in the world right now is ultimately a catalyst that is supporting expansion of consciousness, new frequencies, new energies coming in. So staying focused on the grander, bigger picture is a powerful modality that will support you in not getting stuck in the 3D aspect of things. So remember, with change comes potential. So many of us are freaking out about the forced, imposed changes upon us that we're forgetting that we have the ability to choose a mindset that sees opportunity, possibility, and potential. Practice that. Ask yourself what if questions. What if I let myself think in the realm of possibility? What if I let myself think in the realm of potential and opportunity? What could show up for me when I hold space for being inspired by the unknown? What could happen if I allow myself to embrace the mystery of the unknown? What types of miracles can I tap into when I allow myself to let go of my attachment to the known way of doing things and allow myself to be in wonder, in awe, inspiration of the possibilities of what's yet to come? Now, I want to address two things that have been coming up a lot in the past month in the sessions that I've been doing with clients. I would say that literally 7 or 8 out of every 10 clients that I see tell me that they feel like they're going crazy. How many of you have been feeling that? Let me know in the comment section below. Why do so many of us feel like we're going crazy? It's because not only are we in a time of change physically in the world of form, but we are in a time of expanding energies coming in, higher frequencies coming in. So we're sort of syncing up little by little as we can to these higher frequencies, which means new ways of viewing things, new ways of perceiving things, new points of view coming in, awarenesses around old paradigms that aren't serving us anymore, and being sort of in an in-between process where we have one foot in each realm. So there's one foot still in the realm of the paradigms that we're shifting out of, and maybe a few toes dipping into the realms of new frequencies and energies, and we're acclimating and adapting. So while we're in this phase, it is an integrative type of time on one level, but while we're in that process of integrating and we're letting go of the old and embracing the new, and much of this is being done on completely unconscious levels, it's sort of throwing us for a little bit of a head spin, so to speak, and that's why so many of us feel like we're going crazy, but we're not going crazy. We're just acclimating to new energies. The more you can embrace the higher frequencies that are coming in and not be in resistance to the energies that are coming in, and also not being in resistance to that which wants to be in completion and released in your life, the more you will come into like a new space of mental and emotional balance. Another thing that's been coming up a lot is a lot of people are having relationship issues. Are you one of those people? Let me know in the comment section below. Lots of us, there's tons of people are breaking up. So the channeled guidance that wants to come through around that is, it's about looking at how the relationship dynamics in your life are supporting you and getting clear around what you choose to value in your life, because that's what it's all about. As we are rising into these higher frequencies, we're rising into higher awarenesses around what really matters to us in life, what we really desire to experience in regard to the energy in which we operate in our lives in. It's also around the new awarenesses around qualities that are connected to the lifestyle that we feel compelled to activate, create in our lives. So if you are one of those people that are having challenges within relationships, try not to point the finger at the other person as much as just sort of silently witnessing how the dynamic that's showing up is supporting you in gaining clarity around the life and lifestyle that you choose or are choosing to align with now and create in moving forward. And in doing so, this will enable whatever is highest and best for your particular relationship to happen. And for those of us who are uncoupling, remember that that can be done in loving kindness, in support of one another, where everybody can move forward in a way that supports our individual expansion. For those of you who maybe are not familiar with the idea of conscious uncoupling, there's an author, her name is Catherine Woodward Thomas, and she is a licensed family therapist, and she wrote a book called Conscious Uncoupling. She's got some videos here on YouTube. I'll see if I can link some in the description below. For those of us who are having relationship dynamics come up, I really do recommend the conscious uncoupling work as it is presented by Catherine Woodward Thomas. Okay, I'm going to finish with 2 tips that are supporting us in rising into and adapting to these higher frequencies that are coming in now. Clean up your energy field, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The things that you can do physically to clean up your energy is a clean diet, eating whole healthy foods, nothing processed, nothing containing chemicals or toxins, which includes alcohol and things like that. Fresh air, plenty of water, restful sleep, clean diet, and exercise. This is what you can do for yourself to support a shifting into higher frequencies on the physical level. Mentally, meditate, journal, self-reflection, prayer. Emotionally, involve yourself with activities that uplift you. Spiritually, also involve yourself with activities that help you feel connected to your own higher self and the divine presence in the universe. For me, spending time outside in nature always helps me to really ground my connection to spirit. So I would recommend spending time out in nature. Another useful modality actually is aromatherapy. I've been using aromatherapy for, my whole life, but lately I've specifically been using blue lotus oil to support me in being able to maintain a high state, a high vibration, a high frequency as I'm moving through the day. And for those of you who are, especially for those of you who are empathic and we're moving throughout our day with our mask on and all of that, and we're sensing all of the crazy energy that's happening in the world, try blue lotus oil. It's very exhilarating and uplifting, expansive. It will definitely support you in maintaining higher frequencies, higher vibrations as we're moving through this time of transformation. So the key takeaways for this month's channeled insights are, again, spiritual self-reliance, which is a theme that's been coming through, self-awakening, taking it upon yourself to embark upon your own journey, being responsible for your own spiritual awakening journey by guiding yourself through it. YouTube is a really good source for support in spiritual awakening, books, developing conscious, positive, supportive community in the ways that you can right now is a good idea as well. Fly above the turbulence. Don't get caught in it or underneath it. Ask your angels for guidance in the direction that feels aligned with what your heart's desires are. Ask your heart, what kind of reality do I desire to be experiencing? Let your heart speak to you in the form of a sense, a feeling, a knowing, an instinct around that. Ask your guides and angels, Spirit, God, the universe, for guidance in that direction. As you are doing what you can do to fly above the turbulence that's happening on the lower astral planes, staying in high vibrations, open and uplifted. I promise you, if you can muster up the diligence to do these practices, you will be feeling completely aligned in your life, completely aligned within yourself, completely at peace and free. So stay tuned for future videos coming up. I upload at least one video a week, sometimes two when I can. Again, take a moment to subscribe if you'd like more free content to support your journey. Blessings, namaste, much love.